want. Um, so, Yogurt, there's a lot of background or sound
Oh, sorry.
coming through.
Sorry, I will mute myself.
Yeah, you can just switch to push to talk or something if you could.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna start streaming the VOD. Set up to our red side vision, and I think this is gonna go a lot better because now I know how to do camera controls a bit more properly. Let me just pull up my notes on my side monitor. Is that stream going through?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and again, we'll start this by looking at what our comp does and what they do. And we can just run through this quickly, because we've already talked about it before.
Yep. I mean, our comp is pretty good at split pushing with Ryze and Fiora, able to kind of take sideways pretty efficiently. We also have a decent amount of engage with Rakan and Zac. I think more than their team, to be honest. But they have decent pick potential with the double globals. Actually, pretty much triple globals if you count Sion ulti. But yeah.
So again, we'll just be trying to play around our strong solo laners as we get into the game. And I think the first thing is we just want to figure out what our jungle pathing wants to be. Oh, and so this game, for Mo, and I think you fix this later on, is you should just be walking into here for our jungle defense.
Yeah.
Because we saw last time with the Blitz game that was not great.
Yeah, I figured it was just Sion though, so I could.
Yeah, and it's a lot.
Finesse.
It's a lot less scary. And every other game that you played, we actually like do a perfect jungle defense.
Bet.
Just like that's the only thing, because it's pretty weird to be walking from that position. We'll go forward. And our pathing's fine.
Minions have spawned.
So we start blue, and we're just gonna go and look to gank top. Or mid, depending on what positions the lanes are at. I'll be looking at bot lane in a little bit. And mainly, we're gonna be talking about trade patterns. And we'll take a look. I think this wave. Maybe. So, how do we think we trade here, Mo? And this, I wish Razor was here.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's kind of hard to kill Rakan. I mean, it's hard to kill Sion as like a Rakan in a Tristana, so.
Oh, but I would say, I mean, I've played a lot of Sion. If you have a knockup, if you had already had knockups, you can cancel his Q again and again whenever he goes for that.
So, something I think you and Razor should try to think about more, because I'm going to bring this up in, I think, the next game, is just trying to figure out how we want to trade in the lane. So, like, Sion Q is, like, his big thing. And we just don't want to get hit by that. And Yogurt was, yeah, that was you, Yogurt. Talking about Sion. So, like, something we can do, and, like, this specific trade here, is, we see him charging up here, and, like, this is just when you could do the knockup on Sion. And, like, this Q does nothing, because you completely cancel it. And that's just kind of
Is that how it works? Because I W'd and it didn't seem like it worked.
You W after it's gone off. This is different.
Like, I'm not familiar with this matchup at all. I haven't played against Silent Support and...
Yeah, so like like as soon as you see him charging his Q, like you just want to knock him up. So like right now, like he's not either gonna get his stun off because it has to charge enough to get a stun. So like he gets it off, but if you actually knock him up beforehand, it doesn't go through. And that's just kind of trying to figure out how we want to do the lane. And if you didn't know how to lane against the Scion, like that's okay. But we want to be thinking about this in other matchups as well. Because if you cancel that Scion knockup, Razor's free to just like hit this Vayne. And they probably lose the trade because Hail of Blades plus Tristana E is just like a lot of damage. And that's just kind of trying to know how we want to trade in lane. I think there was also like a questionable level up because I think Razor went E then Q, when it's probably better in most cases to go W second on Tristana, but that's beside the point. And now we'll just move on, and I think this is good patience here because we need Fiora to clear this wave. Because ganking right now would lose a lot of CS.
Yeah. I think I looked up on my screen when I was walking up and I was gonna go for the gank, then I said no, I'll let you catch this wave or something like that.
And this works out really well because we get nice patience and goodness.
Yeah, we get a counter gank. Because
what should we do right now though?
probably push out the wave.
Why should we push out the wave?
To deny CS.
Kind of, but there's a little bit more to it than that.
I mean, Nock is already in the area and could come back around. I have no flash, so me pushing this wave is dangerous for me.
Yeah. And if we look at the wave right now, what's going to happen to the wave?
It's
gonna
gonna
slow push.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to slow push, so this wave's pushing no matter what. So that means you probably are in a really bad spot if Nocturne stays around here with this HP. So you need to back, right? And there's a big reason why I say you need to back. And that's because we know GP still has his teleport. So this wave's gonna slow push, and GP can just freeze it at his tower. And we see what happens is, like, you can't push this wave fast enough by yourself to crash it into tower. So you two kind of need to communicate that we want to help push this out. Because, like, right now, you can't be here anymore, right?
Yeah.
So you're forced to back, and GP's got 5 minions that he can just easily freeze at his tower. So, like, when I see this instance in top lane, I'm just like, shit. Like, I'm just gonna lose 2 waves because I don't have teleport.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, this GP's bad. Because he's just like, alright, I want to get all this money. But, like, you lose half a wave and you'd lose this whole wave, and you could just freeze at a tower, and you'd probably lose the next wave as well. And that's just kind of, like, some top lane stuff, because I've had a few games lately where it's just like, they freeze, and I just lose so much CS.
Yeah.
And if my jungler just helped me to push a wave, like, I could have it resetting. But luckily, we don't get punished for that. But that's something we have to keep eye out for wave management.
Yeah.
And we'll go back and look at this bot lane. So move forward and we look at this gank opportunity, and what do we think about it?
I think it's a pretty good gank. Other than, like, well, Razor will lose some CS here. But I still think punishing them early is a pretty good idea.
So, I don't really like this gank very much. Because Razor's got no HP now. And she's missing an entire wave by trying to force this.
Luke, your audio is real bad. Like your in-game audio.
Oh.
For me, at least.
Yeah, let me mute that. Forgot.
Happened for me too.
Yeah. So I don't really like this because Razor can't participate in this gank at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we did like some proper trading in lane, like beforehand, like we talked about earlier, this gank's actually probably fine. But looking at like where the current lane state was, like this doesn't look too great, because you guys just don't have any damage here, in my opinion. Luckily, it works out, I think, because that Vayne really super extended under tower, but...
Yeah. Oh, yes, I saw her use her dash under tower.
But with how that lane's going, it's probably better just to be farming your jungle. Why is it on blue side now? What the heck happened?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was gonna say, did not know Nocturne took my camp.
But with that, like, everything's kind of going well. We're a little bit behind bot, but we're winning top, which is great. And we just want to look and see what our next chances are to either get a gank or get an objective. And because we're strong mid, like, we can just take this because we just forced Viger back. Like, he zoomed, so he's not here. So this dragon take really good. And we'll just keep going. Oh wait, that's not pause. And this is just like pretty much a free dragon. Nocturne tries to stop it, but he can't do much, and Yogurt does a really good job at recognizing this overextension here. And you guys all commit to this play, which I really like. Because this is just a dead Vayne. The only thing I don't like, I'm not sure if you need to flash here, Yogurt, but committing to this play is still fine.
Yeah, I felt like that was kind of overkill. I should not have done that.
Like, maybe you don't need to do it, but I don't think it's the worst flash in the world, because she might have walked away from that.
I'm pissed. Everyone else has a bounty but me. I got 4 kills over here, bro.
And now we're just resetting. So, like, this is, like, a question as to whether Zach should be farming his jungle or helping.
Yeah, my original plan was to go get blue Gromp at the same time.
Which,
But
I think roaming together like this is fine.
yeah. I wouldn't have came if it all wasn't all of us there.
Yeah, we just have to make sure we go and we farm, which we go
Yep.
back to doing, which is great. We don't really have a big moment for a little while. Yeah, let me just see what happens here. Because again, like, if we just, like, W here as Rakan, like, not a whole lot happens. And I feel like, because, like, you messed it up, like, the first time, you thought, oh, I can't W Scion there.
I didn't even know that was a thing, though. I mean, there's no way I would have known that.
Yeah. And, like, that's a little tricky, because you don't see Scion down here a lot. And again. I think this is another... Oh no, we have Rise here. This is a different gank. Yeah, like, we're keeping to keep looking bot because we have strong everywhere else, which I think is fine. I think this was the questionable gank. Because, like, this is the same thing as earlier, right? Like, should we really be trying to, like, commit to getting kills here?
No, probably not now. I just didn't want them to get killed, that's all.
Yeah, that's fine. But, like, we just commit really hard to trying to kill them here. And we just get punished for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we should really be looking at, like, our lane state and whether we can actually be fighting or if we're just trying to keep disengage.
Okay.
And be communicating that super well. Because, like, when we start this, like, our laners are half health.
Yeah.
And if the idea is, oh, I don't want them to kill, we should probably just be throwing our E, like, here.
Huh.
Because, like, they're already disengaging, and we just want to make sure we don't die. Moving forward... you come and farm your top side, just fine. And if we come get this Nocturne here, he's doing weird things. And we knew Nocturne's there because of a nice ward. Eris is kind of smurfing here, and why don't I like this?
I don't know.
We drop Rift here, right, and push it in.
Yeah,
Yep.
we drop Rift. But I don't entirely like this specifically. So, do you know why I don't like this?
It should probably be farming. Just, I don't know.
Yeah, mainly two big reasons. So, I don't think dropping Rift here is a bad idea, because this is more money we can throw onto our strong Fiora. I think
Yeah.
dropping Rift is fine. What I don't like is sitting here taking this wave.
Oh, but dude, I need to be big though.
Well, yeah, but what could you be?
Jungle tax. It's a jungle tax.
Yeah. I'm getting greedy. I got 5 assists here.
Yeah, but like, look at your top side. You've got Red and Krugs up.
Yeah, but I want to help push in this wave.
Yeah, but this is farm you're taking from our fed Fiora, which we don't want to do. So, I think this is not only like stealing money and XP we want to go to our fed player, it's also you like losing out on efficient jungle clearing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So like this is 30 seconds you spend clearing the wave and shoving in. And that's taking money and XP from Fiora. And then not also clearing your jungle. And you take another wave. I didn't
I'm
even
hungry.
See, I didn't even see you take the. I didn't even see you take the second wave.
I gotta get fed somehow.
Man, I would be.
I'm
fuming
getting nothing but
here.
assists.
I would be fuming here. And like that's a totally different scenario. So like if you remember earlier, like after this GP kill, it would have been really nice if you shoved that wave in.
No, yeah.
Because then Eris can get a free back and GP can't freeze the wave. But we don't do that, and then GP doesn't freeze because he's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you could be done with your red buff by now and probably finishing up Krugs. And Eris probably would have done this much damage to tower anyway.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And since we knew Nocturne was almost dead and GP was almost dead from earlier, because we go back, like that's when we got 2 kills.
Mm-hmm.
Like we go back to this play, and we kill both of these people.
I don't kill anyone. It's no we.
You were there for moral support.
Yeah. This is what a guy. No, see, all right. Here's the thing. Here's the thought process. He didn't give me the assist, so I gotta farm all of that money.
Yeah.
You're wasting your jungle timers, man. And like the big thing why I'm bringing this up is like you're kind of stealing money and XP and you're not clearing your jungle.
No, yeah.
And
I understand
then,
that. Yeah.
Like this bleeds over into I need to clear my top side and get red buff, and dragon's coming up in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So in that time that you spend up here clearing these waves that Eris can take, we have to reset as dragons spawning.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, overall, like, we just need to be, like... Maybe if Nocturne's alive, this is an okay play, but we still have to give up farming our top side
Mm-hmm.
to get down to drag. But that's fine. We get a good gank mid, and I think what frustrates me is, like, even though that's kind of a bad play, you get a gank off mid, and you get a gank off bot, and get a bunch of kills. So
It's
it works
'cause I'm
out
good,
in the
Luke.
end.
I'm a pro Zach, if you didn't know this, but I'm on an in-green losing streak in solo duo.
Still, these are good roams overall together, as we're just getting collective kills.
Still have no shutdown on me, but yeah.
Getting free dragons, and it's fine.
Boom, perfect time. Look at that. Clear my bot sign now, easy.
And I think this is the last time I'm gonna pick on bot lane. This is the last just trading thing. And like, if we actually look how strong this trade is in like 20 seconds. So like, this Vayne is taking so much damage here already because she misplayed. And just like, this is actually such a one fight if we just knock off the Scion. But then it's like that. But we have Zac here, so it's perfectly fine. It just would have been one.
Calculated.
It would have been one so much harder if we knock up that Scion.
Oh, there's my shutdown. Alright. I was wondering where it came in at. I've been waiting. This game doesn't like me.
And let's go back a little bit. And just a quick ponder. So, can we invade here?
Yes.
And why do we think that?
Because I am 10 times stronger than that Nocturne. Mid lane's pushed in like crazy. And we just got a double kill bot.
Yeah, so we have, like, super priority. And in
Yeah.
my opinion, it doesn't really matter if you're that much stronger than the enemy jungler. Mainly, like, we need priority in lanes, because so what, you can 1v1 the Nocturne if their bot lane shows up, except they're dead here. And Viger is going to lose, like, a wave and a half if he comes to respond as well.
Normally I wouldn't go for this. If I did invade, I'd walk in because keeping my E as Zac and the enemy jungle is kind of super important.
So also this was a little bit sketch for me.
Oh, this is
because
calculated right here. Look at this. This
So-
is big dick energy.
I think under
Yeah.
normal circumstances, when you see this Nocturne directly next to you, this play becomes illegal.
Look how big I am now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I know you have a lead, But under normal circumstances, like when you see this Nocturne, like this is just illegal.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like in this situation, I can 1v1 the Nocturne like it's nothing. Because I have my full Bramble and my full item.
He could be hitting you right now, though, and like he's safe with this cage. Probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but see, look, he's walking away because he's scared of me.
what I don't understand is, like, this Nocturne is just kind of bad because he can be hitting you right now, and he can be hitting you
does.
right now.
I think he just probably wasn't expecting me there.
Yeah, but then he decides, oh, I'm gonna hit him now.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm too good. I'm too big for that.
Which, like, overall, it's not worth it for him because he would.
Zach's built different.
Yeah, I'm just a big blob of not death.
But, like, I really don't like that play with an enemy jungler right in front of your face.
No, yeah. I definitely think that was very risky.
That's some big dick energy there.
To be honest, I feel like that one was kind of on me because I burned Flash and that Veigar survived with 1 HP. So I was like, somebody please get that kill. And I think that probably also factored into that
Yeah.
Zac being that Zac thing.
And, like, I don't think Zac dies there because Fiora and Ryze can collapse, but he can probably make you guys, like...
Plus, I had passive up too.
Yeah.
The only way I die from passive is turrets.
I just think if we don't have, like, this super fed group of people here, like, it's definitely way different of a play.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
And, like, I just don't want to encourage this kind of play because
Mhm.
it's super sketch. And I'm going to go back a little bit and talk about rotations here. So, what are we doing right now? Does it look like?
So bot lane is coming to mid lane, I think. And I realized that a little bit later, but so I took one wave and then I backed.
Okay, yeah. So, they're coming and they're going to try and siege this, and that's fine. So, like, at this point, we're kind of committing to taking this tower, and we're looking at it now, like, we're losing bot tower, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're just 100% losing that. And part of that's probably we should be rotating Ryze down there, but I think ensuring we get this tower is also fine, right? Because, like, bot tower for mid tower, like, it's just a good, clean trade. So, like, we're going to lose bot tower and reset. But there's something else I don't really like about this. And just look at the minimap and see if you can see what I saw.
Rakan warding in the jungle alone, I guess. Wait, no, he has Zac.
Oh yeah, I was with him.
Yeah, I was with Zach.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's happening right now.
Rift Herald.
We missed it.
Eh.
I don't like this.
That Ryze and Rakan are recalling when we're taking Herald.
No, it's the bot wave pushing in, crashing in.
So, like,
No one's there.
we have like a free Ryze, and you could have reset earlier, but I don't entirely blame you for not doing it because we're doing some weird shenanigans here. But I don't think there's any reason for us to be losing this bot wave. And like, so like if we go back, like you have, we have plenty of time to move around to here, and catch this wave. And like you're super strong, so you're not gonna get dove.
Yeah, I think instead of like trying to move up there, if I had straight walked to the bot lane and taken the wave and then reset, that probably would have been better than losing that wave.
And like that, it's not a super big thing, but when we're just, if you just give up side waves consistently, like you're losing out on a lot of gold. Because this was probably like 200 or 300 gold that we just kind of let hit tower for no good reason. And so this Herald, let's go back a little. So what do we think about this Herald right now?
I mean, we don't have a lot of priority. I mean, I'm pushing in top lane. Rise does have TP,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have Rakan there, and so this could turn into a 5v4 pretty quick. Which I'm still fed, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little risky.
Oh no, yeah, it's definitely a bit risky.
So like GP just respawned, so we're not like super concerned with him. But
Yeah.
this can easily have everyone else show up, and we start to see them walk up. And like this is kind of illegal because looking at how things are, we weren't planning to fight for this Herald.
No.
So this is kind of illegal. And the reason I say that is we had Rakan back, and Eris
Yeah.
is not pondering for a fight either. He's looking to reset as well.
Yeah.
So when we see all these people walking up, we should probably just be peeling off. Because what
Little
ends
do I
up,
know, I got smite.
what ends up happening is like we actually win this fight super hard because we have 2 TPs. But we might not have needed to use our TPs here because we should just be looking, oh, we can disengage or be looking for a fight. Mainly Eris probably doesn't have to TP from your fight if you just walk down. Even
Yeah.
though you're probably sitting on a lot of gold.
Set on a lot of gold and low mana.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed my cue. I'm a bad Zach.
But that's just like, we probably shouldn't be looking
Yeah.
at this unless we're saying, oh, we're going to TP into this fight. Which we do.
Yeah.
But I know in comms we're not thinking to do that at all.
Yeah.
Oh no, my blobs.
Like, in terms of how legal it is for us to do this, it's perfectly fine because we have 2 TPs for this. We just need to be thinking, oh, we want to be able to TP if they show up. And telling by like the delay in the TPs, it's a little late, and we probably would be keeping Rakan here anyway. And it's just
Yeah.
something to like keep in mind in terms of like not only our rotations to objectives, but also how the enemy can rotate. Because we should be thinking, oh, they can probably fight us at this Herald. With that, that's pretty much the rest of the game. We have a kind of a weird dive, and it just got super unlucky because I think Bo was trying to get out of tower range and he thought he dropped it, but he didn't. It was pretty sad.
Rip.
You know, we just start playing our split push game now, and it's fine. We grab dragon. It's free because we're so strong, and we have all of this vision, which props on getting all this vision down, Mo.
Thank you, thank you.
At least I think this is your vision.
Did Nocturne AFK? No, he didn't. Okay.
There was an AFK in one of your matches, though, for like.
Oh, damn.
And I think it's pretty understandable when you see it, if we get there. So, you know, we set up our split push, and this is fine.
He just gave up.
I mean, it was pretty illegal for him to be walking here. Like, he had no reason to be there.
I didn't.
So, like, we're just setting up our pressure. We have good wards down to protect our side lanes. Like, this is just a great position. And then, you know, somehow Eris, like, 1v3s down here. Perfectly fine. We don't need to watch that. He has the clip at Discord.
Yeah.
I think this just becomes about trying to break base. And this would be better, but Razor gets caught. And it's just not really respecting some of the sums here. Or not the sums, but the abilities. Because this Viger is just menacing. And we can't be caught in the cage there like that. But other than that, like, the rest of this is just pretty clean, because Ryze is super strong, and Zac can do whatever he wants because he's tanky as all hell.
Yeah.
We go forward. And we look at this Baron. Like, this is pretty free with all of the nice vision we have down. And all the kills Eris got bought. So, like, the big thing here is after a Baron, we should be thinking one of two things. Reset or end the game, in my opinion. So, looking at our gold stacks, like, we probably should be resetting with all of this gold we have saved up. Except Eris just came back from base. But
Yeah.
we see they're overextended in mid lane, so this is probably one, if not two, free kills. So I think this is perfectly fine. Like, we don't need to reset if they're just giving us a free kill. And the thing is now, like, we should probably just be saying, like, hey, let's try to, like, end the game.
Yeah, and we chase Scion.
But we just kind of, like, waste our time chasing Scion. I think we even, like, burn 2 ults for it, which is just, like, a huge waste of our time. And I think this is mainly just a bit of impatience. So, like, we don't actually need to be hitting this tower a whole lot. Because pretty often in the games, like, we're just trying to, like, almost force things when we have Baron. And partially it's just not respecting this Viger, because for some reason he's 1 in 5 and he still does all of our HP bars.
What are you talking about? Look at me, I'm full health right now.
And I just literally walk into his cage.
But, like,
Like,
we don't even need to be hitting that, because when we have Baron and powered cannons, like, they just take towers for us.
yeah.
So, like, what we should be doing here, and there's 2 particular reasons. Like, 1, we need to be a bit more respectful just to make sure we end the game out. And 2, we're still waiting on Ryze pressure. So, like, walking up, like, this is fine, because we're still strong enough that if they force a fight, like, we probably win. But this is just, like, getting a little too rambunctious with our Baron buff. With that, that's pretty much the game. I'm pretty sure. Because we'll just go back to setting up our split push. Oh, no, this is just game win Nocturne. She's passed. And I don't know why he's there. Because Dragon hadn't even spawned. But, like, we're just far enough ahead that as long as we don't, like, completely throw, we win the game. And, like, they're overextended trying to fight this dragon, and now the game's pretty much just over. Yeah, we just get some picks, keep fighting. Eris got a little bit rambunctious again.
Word.
But it's still just, like, pretty much over as long as we're not forcing too hard. Razor makes a questionable jump in, but we have Ryze collapsing, so, like, we just win this fight pretty easy. And that's game. And that was a faster... Yeah, quite fast, actually. So, what do we see from that game overall?
Good rotations. I think a lot of really good rotations. It's like multiple people.
We had good rotations, and we also kind of gave up a little. We gave up one wave bottom that we didn't need to, and that was like our only bad rotation. And that's mainly. It has nothing necessarily to do with rotations. It has to do with like thinking, oh, we need to be catching up wave. We need to be catching waves and getting farm at all points. What else?
Oh, we were doing good job, like ganking, like roaming with the jungle. Like we did a lot of couple of like jungle mid gank or jungle support gank. I think that was really good.
Yeah, we were doing a lot roaming together with our high pick potential with either our mid or with our jungle and support. And that was really nice. I think what we did poorly on is just being a little bit too rambunctious. I don't know why I'm saying rambunctious, but a little bit trying to like force the end of the game rather than just like taking it a bit slow. Because like we don't siege super well, but we have Baron, and Baron minions just siege for us. And I talk about that because we kind of do that a lot of times when we have Baron, is we just need to slow it down, wait for pressure with our split pushers, and let the cannons hit tower until like we're safe to push up. And the third thing to look into is kind of our trading patterns. We'll look at bot, but there's a few instances in other games where we're just trying to look at what spells they have, and like how we want to fight around it. That's